This is DD India and you're watching Express News, a program where we bring you top 100 news of the day. I'm Tanvi Taneja. Let's begin. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated Asia's second largest ISKCON temple built in Kharghar, Navi Mumbai today. The project, spread over 9 acres, includes a temple with several deities, a Vedic education centre among others. It aims to promote universal peace and harmony, drawing from the teachings of the Vedas. It has been constructed entirely of white and brown marble stones. In the hall of this temple, pictures of Lord Krishna have been used using 3D techniques. The temple dedicated to Lord Krishna has been named Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan Temple. Speaking at the event, Prime Minister Modi said that those who see the world only from a material perspective must connect their soul with this cultural consciousness to see the vast form of India. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi earlier today dedicated 3 frontline naval combatants, INS Surat, INS Nilgiri and INS Vagshir, to the nation on their commissioning at the Naval Dockyard in Mumbai today. The commissioning of the 3 major naval combatants marks a significant leap forward in realizing India's vision of becoming a global leader in defence manufacturing and maritime security. INS Surat, the 4th and final ship of the P-15B guided missile destroyer project, ranks among the largest and most sophisticated destroyers in the world. INS Nilgiri, the first ship of the P-17A stealth frigate project, has been designed with advanced features for enhanced seakeeping and stealth, reflecting the next generation of indigenous frigates. INS Vagshir represents India's growing expertise in submarine construction and has been constructed with collaboration of the Naval Group of France. Speaking on the occasion, Prime Minister Modi termed it as a very big day for India's maritime heritage, the glorious history of the Navy and the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. Prime Minister Modi also congratulated all those involved in building these 3 made in India naval combatants. The Indian Prime Minister also said that today the country is being recognized as a reliable and responsible partner globally, especially in the global south, adding that India works in the spirit of development, not expansionism. 77th Army Day is being celebrated today to honor the armed forces and their immense sacrifices for the country. It is a day to celebrate Indian soldiers' courage, commitment and service to the motherland. Army Day is celebrated to commemorate Field Marshal K.M. Cariappa taking over the command of the Indian Army from the last British Commander-in-Chief in 1949 and becoming the first Indian Commander-in-Chief of independent India. At the Army Day celebration in western Indian city of Pune, Chief of Army Staff General Upendra Dwivedi presented the Sena Medal to honor the bravery and supreme sacrifice of soldiers. Speaking on the occasion, the Army Chief emphasized that while the situation along the northern border remains sensitive, it is stable. He also extended his gratitude to the Navy and Air Force, acknowledging the coordination between the tri-services. A band contingent from Nepal also participated in the parade this year, symbolizing the historic and brotherly ties between the 2 countries. The Indian Army showcased robotic mules during the Army Day parade. Quadrupedal unmanned ground vehicles, nicknamed robotic mules, highlighted the Army's modernization efforts. In a social media post, President Draupadi Murmu said that the Army's unwavering commitment to safeguarding sovereignty of the nation and ensuring national security is an inspiration for the whole country. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also lauded the Indian Army for its determination, professionalism and dedication. India's Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar inaugurated the newly constructed buildings of Guru Ghasidas Vishwavidyalaya and addressed the students and faculty during the university's 11th convocation ceremony in Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid tribute to Tamil saint Thiruvalluvar. Posting on X, Prime Minister Modi said, and I quote him, on Thiruvalluvar Day, we remember one of our land's greatest philosophers, poets, thinkers, the great Thiruvalluvar. In a significant step to deepen cultural and spiritual ties, India's Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan launched the official website for Kashi Tamil Sangamam 3.0. Scheduled from February 15th to 24th, the central theme of Kashi Tamil Sangamam 3.0 is the life and legacy of Maharishi Agastya, a sage whose contribution to Tamil literature and Indian knowledge traditions remains unparalleled. US TikTok users are flocking to the Chinese social media app Xiongguanshu or Red Note, making it the top downloaded app in the US as the threat of a TikTok ban looms in the country. At close, Nifty climbed 37 points to 23,213. The Sensex at the BSE rose 224 points to settle at 76,724. The Indian rupee settled 16 paise higher at 86 rupees 37 paise against the US dollar. Gold futures maturing on February 5th were priced at 78,620 rupees per 10 grams on the multi-commodity exchange. Silver futures for March 5th maturity stood at 91,246 rupees per kilo on the MCX. Impeached South Korean President Yoon Suk Yeol was arrested and questioned by authorities on Wednesday in relation to a criminal insurrection investigation. Following his arrest, he can be held for up to 48 hours under the existing warrant. Investigators would need to apply for another warrant if they wish to extend his detention. Impeached South Korean President Yoon Suk Yeol said on Wednesday that the situation surrounding his arrest was deplorable and questioned its legality in a statement recorded from his residence, adding that he did not want any violence in proceedings. Bangladesh's Supreme Court on Wednesday acquitted former Prime Minister Khalida Zia, her son Tariq Rahman and others in the Zia Orphanage Trust graft case. US President-elect Donald Trump will attend next week's World Economic Forum meeting in Davos digitally as world leaders wait to hear more about the incoming US President's policies and his pledge to end the conflict in Ukraine. The Biden administration has notified Congress that it will remove Cuba from its list of state sponsors of terrorism as part of a prisoner release deal. Cuba said on Tuesday that it would release 553 prisoners imprisoned for diverse crimes in response to the announcement. People in the Ukrainian capital of Kiev took shelter at metro stations as Russia launched an air attack on Wednesday. Ukraine's Air Force had warned of numerous groups of missiles launched by Russia amid a nationwide air raid alert. Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis nominated Parliament Speaker Konstantin Tasoulis from his New Democracy Party for the Greek presidency on Wednesday, as the president's 5-year term will expire in March. 2 moon landers, one from Japan and another from US space firm Firefly, began their journeys into space on Wednesday with SpaceX's unusual double moonshot launch. Key mediator Qatar said negotiations for a Gaza truce and hostage release deal were in their final stages on Tuesday, expressing hope that an agreement could be reached very soon. Israeli Foreign Minister Gideon Saar, meanwhile, said that during a visit to Rome that there was a true willingness from their side to reach an agreement. Spanish police apprehended a gang suspected of smuggling more than 40,000 tons a year of untreated urban waste from Italy to Spain. Spanish police said Italian waste treatment companies had paid smugglers over $19.5 million since 2021 to dispose of the waste, including hazardous and toxic materials. Starbucks has stirred the coffee pot by reversing a policy that allowed anyone to use its bathrooms, with the US public warned that they will need to buy something or leave. Starbucks' new code of conduct states that its cafes, patios and restrooms are now prioritized for paying customers, a policy similar to that of most retailers. In Australia, experts are warning against a dangerous and illegal beauty product that's taken social media by storm. Nasal tanning spray is easily accessible and marketed to young people as a quick way to get a lasting tan without spending hours in the sun. Side effects of these illegal beauty products can include chest pain, nausea, vomiting and face redness, but there have been reports of kidney dysfunction and swelling of the brain as well. Daniel Chapo of Mozambique's long-ruling Frelimo party was sworn in as president on Wednesday at a sparsely attended ceremony after months of protests against his disputed election victory. Frelimo's Daniel Chapo vowed to defend national unity as he was sworn in as the president of Mozambique after weeks of deadly political unrest. We are heading for a short break on DD India. Keep watching Express News. We'll be back in a bit. Don't go anywhere.
रिटायरमेंट प्लानिंग के लिए तेरा एसआईपी के बारे में क्या ख्याल है?
रिटायरमेंट अभी तो पूरी लाइफ बाकी है यार।
और तुझे नहीं लगता अगर रिटायरमेंट के बारे में अभी से नहीं सोचे तो आगे जाके प्रॉब्लम होगी?
पर रिटायरमेंट के बारे में सोचना क्यों है इतना जरूरी? जब तक आप रिटायर हो जाएंगे महंगाई काफी ज्यादा बढ़ जाएगी और आपकी इनकम वो तो रुक ही जाएगी। इसीलिए आज ही म्यूचुअल फंड्स में एसआईपी शुरू कीजिए और हर महीने थोड़ा थोड़ा करके धन इकट्ठा कीजिए एक कंफर्टेबल रिटायर्ड लाइफ जीने के लिए। अधिक जानकारी के लिए अपने वित्तीय सलाहकार से परामर्श करें। LIC म्यूचुअल फंड द्वारा निवेशक शिक्षा की एक पहल। म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिम के अधीन है। योजना से संबंधित सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
पढ़ता है, खेलता है, झूलता उछलता है, दौड़ता कभी कभी दौड़ कराता है, आगे आगे बढ़ता है इंडिया, अमूल दूध पीता है इंडिया।
Geopolitics and trade deals, economic challenges.
Welcome back. I'm Tanvi Taneja and you're watching Express News. A dense fog blanketed Delhi NCR on Wednesday as cold wave conditions intensified across North India. The India Meteorological Department has issued orange alert for Delhi due to dense to very dense fog at many places today. The India Meteorological Department forecast a minimum temperature of 9 degrees Celsius for the day, while the maximum is expected to settle at 19 degrees Celsius. A huge federal probe was underway into what caused the deadly Los Angeles wildfires, with millions in the city clamoring for answers. A large part of Southern California was under a red flag warning till Wednesday, indicating that intense dryness and furious winds gusting up to 70 miles an hour would make conditions ripe for wildfire. The deadly wildfire in Southern California that has claimed the lives of 24 people has put more than 88,000 people under evacuation order. Outgoing US President Joe Biden said his administration is collaborating closely with California officials to allocate resources for battling the fires and assisting survivors. A cat cafe in Los Angeles is offering free 15-minute cat cuddling sessions to help people affected by the city's ongoing wildfires relief from stress and anxiety caused by the disaster. Tropical cyclone Dikeledi made landfall in northern Mozambique, bringing destructive winds and torrential rains to southern African country's coastal Nampula region. President of Mozambique, Filipe Nyusi, urged residents in the path of the storm to take precautions, including finding shelter and stocking up on food and water. The Raj Bhavan Garden in Bhubaneswar is now open to visitors. This beautiful garden, situated within the premises of Odisha Governor's residence, offers a serene and picturesque environment. From his famed 1954 Ox Blood Les Paul to a Pink Jackson soloist in which Tina Turner carved in her name, guitars belonging to late musician Jeff Beck go on display this week before being auctioned off. The price ranges from £100 for a flying V-shaped ukulele to £350,000 to £500,000 for the Ox Blood Les Paul featured on Blow by Blow. Lanterns combining traditional Chinese cultural elements and modern technology have been set up in Zigong as the city gears up to host its long-running Spring Festival Lantern Show. This year's event features over a dozen giant lanterns, large-scale displays and more than 200 smaller lanterns, blending traditional cultural elements with modern lighting technology. A dragon boat race on ice was held in Urat Middle Banner, China's Inner Mongolia region. The dragon boat race, featuring paddling traditional dragon boats on ice, attracted over 700 dragon boaters representing 23 teams competing in 6 sub-events including men's, women's and co-ed 100-meter races. The people in the Tharu community, mostly from Dang to Kanchanpur in West Nepal, are observing Maghi, the greatest festival of the community. The Tharu community observes this festival with much fanfare and gaiety for 5 consecutive days. The Maghi festival is celebrated as the New Year by sharing sweet dishes and performing cultural dance and selecting community leaders known as the Bhalmansa. Kate, Britain's Princess of Wales, visited the London hospital where she received treatment for cancer to personally thank the medics for their care and support. In a message posted on social media, Catherine spoke of her relief and said she remained focused on recovery. Researchers are gaining an unprecedented view into mice brains with the help of miniature VR headsets. These devices allow mice to navigate obstacles and potential threats while researchers observe their brain activity. The headset, developed by researchers at the Cornell University in New York, could help reveal how the brain navigates and controls memory function, giving researchers new insights into disorders such as Alzheimer's disease and its potential treatments. The wait for Severance Season 2 is almost over. Known for its gripping storyline, the show is set to return with new episodes starting January 17th. In the upcoming second season of Severance, Mark and his colleagues grapple with the repercussions of tampering with the severance barrier. Timothy Chalamet and Monica Barbaro attended the UK premiere of A Complete Unknown at the BFI South Bank Movie Theatre in London. Actors Edward Norton and Monica Barbaro said that the devastating fires in Los Angeles area were at the forefront of their minds as they attended the UK premiere of A Complete Unknown. Significant findings related to the northeastern wall of the ancient capital of Hoa Lu have been uncovered during an emergency excavation in Tan Hoa village, Vietnam. The excavation revealed important remnants of the wall's structure, specifically the base of the wall, buried 3.46 meters beneath the current surface, was reinforced with a layer of thin wooden planks and stakes deeply embedded into the weak soil to form a foundation raft. IMDb has unveiled its list of the most anticipated Indian movies of 2025. The list included a total of 20 films across languages, with the top position being secured by Salman Khan and Rashmika Mandhana starrer Sikandar. Kangana Ranaut's film Emergency has been banned in Bangladesh, citing strained relations between India and Bangladesh as the primary reason. Sonu Sood and Jacqueline Fernandez starrer Fateh opened to low numbers last Friday. However, the film witnessed a huge drop in its box office collections on its first Monday. The fourth season of Shark Tank India saw one of its most high-stakes pitches on the latest episode as two founders from Mumbai presented their toy brand Imagimake to the panel of sharks. The Rajnikant star Jailer is ready with its sequence. The makers shared an announcement video on the occasion of Makar Sankranti. Vetrimaran and Dhanush, known for their successful collaborations in Pola Dhawan, Adukalam, Vada Chennai and Asuran, are set to reunite for a new film. On to sports news now. Four-time Grand Slam winner Carlos Alcaraz dropped just 5 games in an ominous display of strength at the Australian Open to sprint into the third round. Novak Djokovic takes another step towards the 25th Grand Slam title with a 6-1, 6-7, 6-3, 6-2 victory over Portuguese qualifier Jaime Faria in the second round. Defending champion Arna Sabalenka battled through serving woes to make it to the third round of the Australian Open. Chen Qinwen was the first big name to exit the women's draw at the Australian Open after the Olympic champion was stunned by Laura Singmund 7-6, 6-3. Former Australian Open champion Naomi Osaka fought back from a set down to win 1-6, 6-1, 6-3 against Karolina Muchova. Indian tennis player Yuki Bhamre and his French partner Albano Olivetti crashed out of the Australian Open men's doubles event on Wednesday. Indian shooter Manu Bhaker, who won 2 bronze medals at the Paris Olympics, has decided to get her medals replaced with identical models. Reigning world rapid chess champion and Indian grandmaster Koneru Hampi will compete in the Norway Chess Women's Championship in May next year. The International Shooting Sport Federation has confirmed that India will host the Junior Shooting World Cup in New Delhi from September 24th to October 2nd next year. Team Gonsica secured their second win of the Hockey India League and kept their semi-finals hopes alive after beating Surma Hockey Club 2-1 in Rourkela. Taiwanese shuttler Su Li Yang posted an astonishing 16-21, 21-18, 21-12 win over India's HS Pranoy in the India Open tournament in New Delhi. Women's marathon world record holder Ruth Chepngetich will race at the London Marathon in April and hopes to set a new record. Liverpool substitute Diogo Jota's goal earned the visitors a battling 1-1 draw with Premier League title rivals Nottingham Forest. Manchester City threw away a 2-goal lead as Brentford scored late goals to earn the hosts a 2-2 draw in the Premier League thriller. And AC Milan came from a goal down to secure a 2-1 win against lowly Como in Serie A match. That's it in this edition of Express News. Thanks for being with us on DD India. Namaskar.